Hello and welcome to Rappler Talk Entertainment. My name is Amanda and I'm here again with Ben and Ben. And we're here to talk about their latest single, their upcoming concert, and also we're gonna get to know the band even more by asking them kung sino ang pinaka blank. But first things
Ako.
first. Yeah, hi guys. Welcome
Hi,
back.
Hello, Ben and
Amanda.
Ben.
Thanks,
Hello.
Rappler. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yay. So first of all, let's talk about your latest single, Lunod. So this is from Pebble House, your sophomore
Yes.
album. And can I just say personally, it's my favorite track of the entire album. Like
Oh,
Thank
thank
yung
you.
you.
vocals, everything, like sobrang wow. So
Thank
I
you.
guess to start, where did the idea for this song come from? Because it's pretty heavy and like intense.
It definitely came from a heavy time in our lives during this pandemic. Kasi, well, it started when after Miguel and my sister got COVID, and then after going through such a heavy point in time. And then we realized that all of us during that time, even if we were living together already, were going through something similar, similarly heavy individually. So we brought all of that together, and uh, that's how Lunod, the song, came to be. Plus, uh, an experience also of almost drowning. Like I experienced that recently as well.
Oh.
So that came into the song as well. So parang that's why Lunod was the metaphor to describe how anxiety feels, because that's really how it tends to feel when we are submerged in the weight of our own thoughts, our own dark thoughts about and fears. So yeah.
Mhm. I think you hit the nail on the head with that metaphor, no? Parang that's exactly what it is. But when you kinwento mo like yung mga nangyari leading up to this song, when you're writing about such heavy and intense and kind of I guess traumatic in a way na events, when you're writing about these things, do you like how do you do that and put it into a song? Di ba mabigat to relive all of that?
Actually, for artists, I think sometimes putting it into art is setting yourself free from it, kasi otherwise it just lives in your head. But
Mm.
once it's in a song, or it's in a drawing, or it's in a dance, then when it gets to the point that it helps other people heal, ano, it gives you a sense of catharsis and purpose as well, na maybe that's why we go through heavy things, because so that our experience and rising above it, uh yun yung makakatulong sa ibang tao, and one of the ways ay through art talaga. So yan.
Mm. So what did it feel like when you finally heard the finished product?
Grabe, and I remember now we were like sound tripping it together. And the first time we listened to it, I think there was this collective like crunched face. Now we were like, ooh, grabe. Ang bigat. Like, but it's musically so satisfying na parang if you want to enjoy it as a song, and if you're into that kind of music, solid na siya eh. But then you get to the meat and bones of the song, and you realize na it's also so full of different angles of talking about mental health and anxiety and the state of mental health in our country, and there's just so many layers onto it, plus the incredible vocal performances of Zild and JK, that
Mhm.
when we started out kasi talking about that possibility of collaborating with them, we were like, talaga pagsasamahin natin sila. But then it just turned out really nice, and now we're all good buddies, and it's super fun hanging out with them. So we're really happy that what was a song has turned into a beautiful friendship.
Oh, actually sabi ni
Wow.
JK, magkakapatid na raw kami.
Oo nga,
Oo
eh.
nga.
Tapos
Oh,
Nagpaampon siya.
yung bit about that song, yung dulo, ano 'to, yung last note na malulunod, tas yung last note na yun, dapat maikli lang yun, eh. Tapos, ginoke nung producer namin na, yan, tsaka sila Agnes
Shout
na,
out kay JP.
shout kay JP, siya yung, yung nag-put together nung lahat ng mga crazy ideas ng mga co-producers, which is kami din. Nilagay niya, parang in-extend niya yung last note na maikli, na parang nakaloop lang siya hanggang dun sa dulo ng song, instrumental. Tapos ito namang si Paolo, sineryoso na yung joke. So, sabi niya, subukan kong gawin yan ng totoo. Tapos, pre-practice yun ng pre-practice ng pre-practice. Hanggang sa yung nangyaring version ng song. Which is actually still serving the story of the song kasi nakakaubos ng hininga yung last note na yun. Kaya,
Mm.
pasok siya dun sa song, poetically.
Mm. Ang ganda na even those little details talagang pinag-isipan niyo. And you mentioned, Andrew already mentioned na collaborating with Zild and Juan Carlos. I mean, grabe yung collaboration na yun. It looks like it was fun working with them. Can you tell me more about yung process niyo? Like, what was it like bringing them into this song?
Actually, I can share na specifically si Zild. He asked na wag namin isend sa kanya yung demo kasi he wants to hear it ng fresh right before recording. So, that's what happened. So, actually nga, I think nag-switch pa sila ng parts ni JK. And the whole process of recording ng vocals ni JK and ni Zild, plus yung bass synth ni Zild, parang sobrang smooth lang ng lahat kasi we did it ng parang isang gabi lang. Tapos, kasi isang gabi lang 'yan kasi parang nung pagdating nila, siyempre, sobrang saya din namin kasi minsan lang kami makita ng mga bisita sa bahay since we're living together and naka-quarantine kami together. So, sobrang saya to have these different kinds of energies. Iba yung energy ni Zild, iba yung energy ni JK. So, ang saya din kasi yung energy na yun makikita mo din siya sa song. Kasi iba yung power ng boses ni JK sa power din ng boses ni Zilda. Sobrang ganda ng mga ideas sila ng how to interpret yung mga lines nila. Yung mga small details ng pagdagdag ng yung ni 'di ba? Ni JK as in biglang spur of the moment lang din yun na panlalagay ko to dito or si Zilda ang dami nilalagay na vocal tracks on top of his vocal track. So sobrang ang saya nilang ka-collab with kasi sobrang generous din sila sa mga ideas nila and sobrang gets sila yung kanta. So sobrang nag-work lahat ng mga ideas namin together dun sa song.
Tapos isang gabi lang yun nangyari lahat. Like,
Yeah.
wow, amazing. So, 2020, ang dami nyo ngang, it was a year, 2021, sorry, it was a year of collabs for you guys. Like, ang dami nyong naka-work together sa album pa lang. Do you plan on doing more next year?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. But next year, though, I think, well, we really don't know what it's gonna look like. Pero as much as this year was a year of reaching out, next year is also naman a year of, we also would like to uh, tell our story as a band a bit more intensely. And not just dito, pero even, reaching out to people who haven't heard of the band or the band's music yet. And that's our goal and our dream, and we're gonna push hard to get it. And we're
Mm.
gonna get it.
But before we get to next year, let's talk about yung siguro yung tutuldok sa 2021 nyo is the upcoming concert, Quaderno, which is parang, from what I've heard about it, parang grabe, it's gonna be a big, a big deal. Like, you're doing
Yeah.
it at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, which is a huge concert space, and it will be streamed online via KTX. I just want to ask, like, because ngayon na hindi pa rin pwede magka-live audience, why do it at Araneta Coliseum?
I think a lot of venues, soul, a lot of a lot of energy in a performance comes from the soul of the venue where it's performed in. And even if there's no people there, that place is such a historical place, not just because of the ano to, its seating capacity, but more importantly, if pumasok ka pa lang, tingin ka sa taas, makikita mo, Thrilla in Manila. Pumunta ka tumingin ka sa kabila, makikita mo picture ni Michael Jordan. Ma- Ay, Kobe ba yun? No, si Kobe. Tapos pag tumingin ka sa, sorry, Kobe Bryant. Sorry. Tapos pag tumingin ka dun, pag pumasok ka dun sa entrance, makikita mo si Sharon Cuneta. Tsaka yung Apo Hiking Society, tsaka yung Earth, Wind and Fire. Ang dami ng shows na nangyayari dun. And kada show dun, may naiiwan na energy ng nangyari dun. Tapos syempre lahat pa ng mga basketball games na nangyayari dun over the years. And we wanted to capture that energy also into our interpretation of it through a performance by us and by everyone who we collaborated with in that space. So ano these things are even though they are unseen, they translate in ways that people can feel. And we hope that through what we're gonna do on December 5, it translates then through the performances that we do. Because while we're preparing for it, we definitely feel that something's coming. So, yun
Mm.
po. Ano talaga, yung Araneta, it's such a, we really chose Araneta because of its energy and because of its history. And it also could translate that power of the songs that the songs kind of like deserve, I think. Like, for example, you take a song like Lunod, and then you see na sobrang intense niya, di ba? Musically, space-wise. So, ano siya parang a venue like Araneta can fully realize yung kayang isagad ng performance of that song and all of the other songs in the album.
Mm. So, kumbaga, parang yung scale ng venue is equal to the scale of the music in a way. But like,
In a way, like the energy of the songs, yeah. Parang ganun.
yeah. And you're doing a lot of, you're not just bringing the music, may dance, may drama elements. So, ba't nyo naisipan na idagdag tong art forms na to into the concert?
I guess we really wanted. I mean, like a year into the pandemic, kasi a year and over a year into the pandemic, we've watched a lot of live shows. We've watched a lot of online concerts, and we really wanted to kind of push the envelope on what is possible through an online concert. And whereas the beauty of a live concert comes from the being there and watching this giant stage, we had to think of things that were only possible through the means of video, and parang having that power and having that control over what you will be able to see. And through that, kasi we were able to think of so many different things to amplify and elevate the songs. So parang it all goes back again to figuring out and thinking of ways to bring the songs to a parang to both bring them to light and to give them the kind of interpretation that you would have otherwise been able to interpret on your own had you been there at a live concert. So parang it's translating the live experience into not something that's directly the same thing as going to a live concert, but as having very like something new that is only possible in these times, something that you're not going to, we hope that you won't get to see again, not because we don't want you to see it again, but just because we hope this is something really
A
special.
unique, yeah, like a unique experience. I'm just interested, how are you gonna connect with the audience? Considering na yun nga, this is an online show. Is there anything special that you're doing to connect with the viewers?
Meron po kaming secret technique
Mm.
na i-share po namin sa inyo ngayon, and it's called the
Yeah.
power of imagination. I think the past year, with all the online gigs and everything, since everything's online, we really had to get used to connecting with an imaginary audience. So, nakapag-practice naman kami for more than a year, and we're going to apply all of that when we do the live show on December 5. See, guys, the power of imagination.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So,
So imaginary.
aside from the imagination, we also came up with, together with the entire production, came up with a narrative that hopefully can powerfully connect to everyone, even if they're watching from a screen.
Mm. So that's a lot to look forward to for the viewers of the show on December 5. It's happening. So makikita natin yung power of imagination and all the art forms that you're going to bring to the stage. It's exciting, and I'm so excited for you guys. Yay!
Thank
Um,
you. Salamat.
Thank you.
Woo!
so
So
before
excited.
we end the interview, we've done this with a few guests before, and I think it'd be perfect for you guys because you've been living under one house for a while now. So I just want to ask you guys kung sino ang pinaka blank.
Let's
So laglagan
go.
Let's
version.
go. Let's get it. Let's go.
Feel free to make laglag your
Laglagan
bandmates.
portion daw to.
Laglagan
Yes.
Portion.
time.
So first of all, sino sa inyo ang pinaka maaga matulog?
Ako.
Pat.
Pat, Pat,
Hindi na mo
sure.
kailangan ilaglag. Ako na po aamin.
Hindi na secret 'yon. Pero sino ang pinaka-late magising?
Kaifer.
Ako tsaka si
Kay
Jam.
For Jam.
Kaifer Jam.
Sino ang pinaka-masarap magluto?
Andrew.
Grabe.
Andrew.
Hands down.
Andrew.
Man.
Anong signature dish ni Andrew?
Ay,
Steak and pasta.
Steak and pasta.
Oh my gosh, ang sarap.
Grabe. Solid yun.
And
Nagutom
sino ang pinaka-masarap kumain?
Andrew.
Oh,
Si Andrew.
Andrew, and to some extent kami lahat masarap kumain.
Apa lahat.
Lalo na pagluto ni Andrew, I guess.
Lalo na pag-luto ni Andrew.
Lalo na.
Solid yun.
Sino ang pinaka-malambing?
Tony.
Tony.
Tony Jam.
Jam.
Sino yan dyan?
Tony.
Tony.
Agnes din, Agnes.
Ha?
Agnes.
Ha?
Pag di siya nang tatrash talk,
Oh,
oh. siya.
in a trash talk way, lambing. Yan.
May love language si Agnes na special. Sino ang pinaka-perfectionist sa rehearsals?
Si Jam.
Jam. Pat.
Oh.
To herself, yes.
Yeah, to myself, perfectionist ako.
I think sa band, si Poch.
Oo,
Si
si
Poch
Poch.
din.
Parang siya yung quality control namin talaga.
Oo, yung
I will
parang.
not talk.
Parang yung
Wow.
pagka-polish
Yung
namin
sipas.
so far,
Uh,
malaking bahagi nun si Poch talaga.
he has this look that he gives you
Oh,
when you do something wrong na parang bang,
Oo.
ay talaga ganon?
Tsaka, pero hindi kailangan ng words.
Oo.
As in, parang titingin lang siya. Sorry.
Grabe.
Okay,
Pag
okay.
gumagawa
guys.
ng bagong, hindi pag gumagawa ng bagong lines, feeling ko titignan kita, tapos pag nakasmile ka, okay, maganda yung line, pasok yun. Pero parang, hindi yan narinig pala.
Pag
Okay, gagawin ko na yan.
Pag nagkakamali din ako, tinitingnan ko si Posh yun. Oy, hindi niya nahalata. Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Pass.
Solid. Pass.
So siya talaga yung yung standard, yung quality control.
Yes.
Sino ang pinaka pwedeng maging K-pop idol sa inyo lahat?
Si
I think si Pao.
Bakit kami?
Si Migs kasi may hidden dance talents yan.
Uy, wala.
Hindi lang siya nagsasabi.
Wala.
True.
Si Pao may buhok.
May book.
Abangan namin.
Hindi na sabi lang ng question
transformation.
kasi wala.
Ako wala nga sa kulang to.
Kulang ba?
Gets.
At ito last, kasi wala na rin tayong oras, but this is the last one. Dahil election season, sino ang pinaka-presidentiable sa inyong lahat?
Kaifer.
Kaifer.
I vote Kaif.
Sakto lang, guys.
Kaifer.
So pag tumakbo
Actually,
si
kung
Kaifer,
walang concert, tatakbo dapat siya.
Tapos,
Pero may concert ka
Hindi
ngayon.
naman siya underage.
hindi ka underage, di ba?
Sige, pag 15 na ako, guys.
Oh,
Let's
yun.
talk. Joke lang.
Kaifer for president. We'll wait for that in the future. So, yun lang guys. Parang wala naman nalaglag, no? Pero thank you for answering our questions.
Aminan to
Concept
eh.
lag-lag.
Aminan session.
Baka kayo, may gusto pa kayo i-aminin. But yeah, thank you for the chikahan.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Samantha. Thanks,
Yeah,
Rappler.
Good
before I
times.
let you go, invite our viewers to your concert.
Ayaw nga ba yan?
Take it away.
Take it away.
Ayun na nga.
So ayun na nga guys. So may concert kami sa December 5. And we really gave our everything in preparing for this, and we are gonna continue giving our everything. And we hope that each and every one of you can join us on December 5. So get your tickets on ktx.ph because the tickets are running out quick and we really want you guys to be there with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get it.
Thank you.
Let's get it.
Thanks, Ben and Ben. And to everyone who's tuned in, you know where to get tickets now. KTX, it's gonna be a big show. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. This has been Rappler Talk Entertainment with Ben and Ben.